All right, welcome into Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for a doubleheader here on this Monday night as we start week number 12 of our current sim season. And week 12 puts us into Thanksgiving week. It's the fourth week of November, so that means it's Thanksgiving on the calendar, and we have our two Thanksgiving Day games for you today. First up will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions, both teams coming at 5 and 6, and then we'll have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be the second half of our doubleheader. All right, in this first game, this is a big game. Not only is it the Thanksgiving game, but both Tampa Bay and Detroit come in at 5 and 6, just one game behind Minnesota and Green Bay at 6 and 5. Those two teams are tied for first place in the NFC Central. So these two teams just one game back, 5 games to go. Anything can happen. So it's a big game in this division. We'll talk more about Philadelphia and Dallas when we get there. But let's head to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan for this one. The Buccaneers and the Lions, as Evil Dead is 82 and 61, 21 games over 500. Here we go, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. It's the Buccaneers and the Lions on Thanksgiving. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. Our Thanksgiving doubleheader. We're in week 12 of the season. It's Thanksgiving week as we kick it off with the Bucs and the Lions, both 5 and 6, both one game behind the Packers and the Vikings in the NFC Central. There's the kickoff. Neal, a yard deep, brings it back over the 20. And Dylan Neal out to the 22-yard line. And that's where Detroit will take over, 1st and 10. Dylan Neal on the return, and the quarterback is Taylor Lane Dickerson in his 7th year out of Wake Forest. Lions and Cowboys always host Thanksgiving games. And they do that here on Jammin' Sports as well. 1st and 10. As Detroit will start with their first possession at their own 22-yard line. An NFC Central matchup here today. 3 wide to the far side. Dickerson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Dickerson, hands off, no, fakes it, looks, throws outside to Kevin Aarons. And Aarons down to the 30-yard line. The second-year tight end out of UCLA, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3 as we kick off week 12 of our current sim season. Opening possession here by Detroit. 2nd and 3 from the 30-yard line. Lions come out 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Carter Jamison pushes forward. Jamison all the way out to the 43. A gain of 13. He nearly broke it. 1st down, Detroit. On the tackle for Tampa Bay, number 57, Jerome King, the rookie out of Duke, a linebacker. But it's a Detroit 1st down. Detroit always plays the early afternoon game, and the Cowboys play the late afternoon game on Thanksgiving. Waiting for Evil Dead to give us his pick on this one. First and 10 from the 43-yard line. Lions come out. Dickerson under center.
Here we go.
Dickerson looking, rolls out, throws, caught by White, and Philip White across midfield to the Tampa Bay 41-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit. The second-year receiver out of Florida. Evil Dead's got Detroit in this one. Good to see Evil Dead here. Evil Dead went 1-2 yesterday. The only game he got right yesterday was the Broncos over the Ravens. That was a wild game. I don't know if you went back and watched it, but that was a wild game. That game had 8 lead changes. Denver and Baltimore, 8. 6 in the first half. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Jameson. And Carter Jameson out to the 33. A gain of 8. And that'll make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Carter Jameson, the third-year back out of Oregon State. Yeah, it was. You need to go back and watch it. It was a wild game. I mean, it went back and forth all night, especially in the first half. Kind of calmed down a little bit in the second half, but still. 2nd and 3 from the 33-yard line. 4 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green 39.
Dickerson drops back. Dickerson rolls out, throws, caught by White, and Philip White down to the 24-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 9, and that'll be a Lions first down. A nice opening drive by Detroit, just marching down the field here as we kick off Week 12 with the first of our 2 Thanksgiving games. Week 12 puts us in the 4th week of November, Thanksgiving week. It'll be first and 10 from the 24-yard line. Lions come out 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson looking, throws near side, and Aarons can't hold on. Broken up by Hudson Graber, the defensive back. Let's finally take a look at the lineup. Lions offense up front. Clarkson, Walker, Price, Morgan, and Branch. And then it's Neal, Brown, Jameson, Aarons, and White. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. Lions are marching down the field. 5:21 left in the first quarter. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Let's go. 3-19.
And somebody jumped. I think it was Graber. He looked like he was going to safety blitz.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Yeah, it's on the Bucks. It was Reggie Reed. Okay, the other safety.
Still 2nd down.
5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Detroit at the Tampa Bay 19-yard line. $5:21 left here in the first quarter. I've got some interesting video game news I was researching throughout the day today. I'll share here in a second. 2nd and 5 from the 19. Lions come out in the eye.
Here we go. Green 39.
Dickerson hands off to Nathan Brown this time. And Brown out to the 17-yard line, a 2-yard gain. Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay defense. The Bucks play a 4-3. Spires, Floyd, Vincent, and Bowers up front. Linebackers, Walters, Kiner, and Jackson. And then the secondary, Graber, Reed, Williams, and Wagner. First, if you're a fan of Madden 22, the server for Madden 22 has gone down. It's gone dark. They shut it off today. You can no longer do Madden 22 online. Not that you'd want to. 3rd and 3 from the 17-yard line, 4 wide. Dickerson throws, caught by Grayson. And Grayson out to the 11-yard line, a gain of 6. Avery Grayson, the 3rd-year receiver out of New Mexico State. So all those that were running leagues and stuff like that online with Madden 22 can't do it anymore. The trailer is out now for Madden 26 and college football 26. But a lot of people across the industry are disappointed. I'll tell you why. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Dickerson play action. Rolls out, and he's going to get sacked back at the 19-yard line. A loss of 8 yards. Danny Bowers on the sack for Tampa Bay. Bowers in his 12th year out of Clemson. The reason why the new Madden trailer and college football 26 trailer, it's a combined trailer, is so disappointing, it doesn't show any gameplay at all. None. It just shows the draft and stuff like that and narration. But there's no screenshots, there's no gameplay, it's just a lot of hype. So it's got a lot of people scratching their heads. On 2nd and 18 from the 19-yard line. 5 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. Me too. Dickerson back. Dickerson throws. Caught by Banks. Jermaine Banks in his 3rd year out of Buffalo. Out to the 15-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 15 at the 15. So big 3rd down for Detroit. As they march downfield, they've kind of stalled out here. Long drive for the Lions. The Bucs have yet to touch the ball. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. We're down to 3:22 left in the first quarter. Dickerson drops back. Throws underneath. Caught by Banks. Down to the 6. And that'll be a gain of 9. It's going to bring up 4th and 6. And after that very long, time-consuming drive, Detroit's going to have to settle with a field goal. I went and watched the trailer myself. It's a lot of nothing. It's all fluff. No substance. Scott Taylor. This will be from 23 yards to get the Lions on the board first. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. Lions take a 3-0 lead. 2:49 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12. The first of our 2 Thanksgiving games here at Jammin' Sports. Yep. But they should still have something. I mean, it's... all the trailer is really promoting is that you can bundle them together and save like $10. It's a lot of nonsense. Madden 26 comes out August 14th. College football 25 comes out July 31st. There's the kick by Taylor. Clark from the 2-yard line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Clark brings it out to the 31-yard line. Marcus Clark in his 3rd year out of UCLA. And now Tampa Bay will take over with 2:44 left in the first quarter. Jackson Dart, the rookie out of Ole Miss, starting quarterback for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From college football 25. July 10th. Okay. Thank you for the update. I thought I heard somebody say 31st, but that's even better. Get it even earlier. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Buccaneers come out 4 wide. Dart in the shotgun. Dart hands off to Mitchell. And Andrew Mitchell out to the 35-yard line. Don't know yet. I don't know yet. Here's the Buccaneer offense. Up front, Shallard, Corthell, Hindard, Childers, and Schapp. And then it's Woolfolk, Pearson, Mitchell, Warren, and Harris. Easy for me to say. A gain of 4 on first down for Andrew Mitchell. The 2nd year back out of Penn State. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 35-yard line. Dart under center on 2nd down. Dart to Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to be taken down at the 32, a loss of 3. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle for Detroit. Neal in his 11th year out of Oklahoma State. Both Detroit and Tampa Bay come in at 5 and 6. 1 game out of first place in the NFC Central behind Minnesota and Green Bay, who are both 6-5. 3rd and 8 for the Bucks. Dart in the shotgun. Dart looking. Dart got hit as he threw, incomplete. And the Buccaneers go 3 and out on their opening drive. And they'll have to punt. It'll be 4th down. Lions drove down the field and got a field goal. But Tampa Bay will be forced to punt. Zach Murray back to punt. Gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 20 by Isaac Peak, who brings it out to the 24-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. 1:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Isaac Peak in his 3rd year out of Montana. First down, Lions. So Detroit will have it for their second possession now. Up 3-0. Tampa Bay only has 2 yards of offense at the moment. Lions come out. Dickerson under center, 1st and 10. Dickerson hands off to Jamison around the outside. Carter Jamison gets the first down all the way out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 22. First down, Detroit. 3rd year back out of Oregon State. $1:23 left to play. Here at Ford Field, the first of our Thanksgiving doubleheader today. We're in week 12, Thanksgiving week. So if you've got any turkey, make a sandwich or something and pull up a chair. 1st and 10 from the 46. Dickerson under center. Gillespie in motion. Dickerson drops back, throws underneath, caught by Aarons. Nope, it's not caught by Aarons, incomplete. He couldn't hold on. It was Floyd that broke up the pass, number 90. John Floyd, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of Nebraska. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Lions at their own 46 with 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Again, if you haven't seen that Broncos-Ravens game from yesterday, you need to go watch it. Like later, not now, but later. On 2nd and 10, Jamison out to the 48-yard line. They cross midfield. That'll be a gain of 6. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Eric Williams came up and made the tackle. The 2nd-year safety out of Oklahoma. Big 3rd down for Detroit with 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. 4 wide, Dickerson in the shotgun, back to throw. Dickerson gets it out to Jamison. He can't hold on. Greg Spires knocks that one out. The 12th-year defensive end out of Iowa. And that'll bring up 4th down. So with 26 seconds left in the first quarter, Detroit will punt. Dave Justice, in his 9th year out of Air Force, will punt. And this is going to be out of bounds at the 9. Not a bad punt by Justice in his 9th year out of Air Force. The former Steeler, the former Raider punter, now with Detroit. So Tampa Bay will take over. Down still 3-0. This will be their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive, only got 2 yards of offense. 1st and 10 with 21 seconds left in the first quarter. After this week, we'll be in the home stretch. When this week is over, the season will be 3 quarters over the regular season. Tampa Bay comes out in the I formation. Dart under center. Dart, play action. Dart throws, caught by Ronnie Harris out to the 15-yard line. A gain of 6, that'll bring up 2nd and 4. Ronnie Harris, the former Cowboy, in his 13th year out of Oklahoma State. Yeah, I saw that. 4 home runs and they lost. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Lions up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, the first of our 2 Thanksgiving games today. As we kick off Week 12, the Lions lead the Buccaneers 3-0 as we start quarter number 2. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Bucs at the 15-yard line. This game does have playoff implications, as both Tampa Bay and Detroit sit at 5-6, one game behind the Vikings and the Packers, who sit at 6-5. On 2nd and 4, the handoff to Mitchell, and Mitchell goes nowhere. Loses 2 yards back to the 13-yard line. Gary Pulaski on the tackle in his 9th year out of Wisconsin. A loss of 2 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Here's an interesting stat for you, Evil Dead. I read this a couple of weeks ago. In Major League Baseball history, there's only been 4 players that hit a grand slam in their first at bat. And I'll finish in a second. 3rd and 6 from the 13-yard line. Dart looking. Dart throws. Caught by Sebastian out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 16. Patrick Sebastian making the catch for the Bucs. Number 87. Actually, it's Patrick Sebastian. There you go. In his 6th year out of Army. Of those 4 players, one did it in 1896. The other 3 were after 2000. 1st and 10. Dart, play action, throws, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Ashley Morrison, the 6th year safety out of North Texas. So nobody did it at all during the 1900s at all. Yeah, that was the guy's name. It's only happened 4 times. And none in the 1900s. I found that interesting. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Dart in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Dart hands off to Andrew Mitchell. And Mitchell goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose 2 yards. David Russell on the tackle, along with Gary Pulaski for Detroit. They'll call it officially a loss of a yard. If you like stats, baseball's your game. It's a game based off stats. 3rd and 11 from the 27-yard line. I've got to find time to get back to my baseball soon. We haven't done it in like a month and a half. 3rd and 11, Dart back. Dart throws deep down the sideline. Sebastian catches it, but out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Bucs will punt. Zach Murray on 4th and 11 gets the punt away. It'll be fielded by Isaac Peak at the 24 and brings it out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. Lions lead it 3-0 in our Week 12 Thanksgiving game. Misty last night said, "It's not Thanksgiving." I said, on the schedule it is. I know we're in the end of April, but my sim season schedule, we're in Week 12. That's the last week of November. It's Thanksgiving week. Therefore, the Thanksgiving games. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. 4 wide for Detroit. Dart under center.
Let's go. 3-19.
Dickerson to Jamison. And Carter Jamison out to the 36-yard line. Be a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. On the tackle for Tampa Bay, number 25, Eric Williams, the safety. As we're coming up on 6 minutes left here in the first half, Lions with a very slim 3-0 lead. Low-scoring game so far. On 2nd and 5, Dickerson under center.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green
Gillespie in motion. Dickerson hands off to Nathan Brown. And Brown goes down at the 35-yard line. He loses another yard. Half a yard anyway. It'll be 3rd and 5. On the tackle there, number 90, John Floyd, for the Bucks. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Lions at the 35-yard line. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. 4 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson looking, throws, caught by Jamison, gets by the linebacker and picks up the first down. Still on his feet, finally forced out of bounds by Eric Williams at the 47-yard line. A gain of 12 when it's all said and done. And a Lions first down. That was a weird looking play. The winner of this game will be at 500 in a half game behind the Vikings and Packers in the NFC Central. So this is still a big game in the NFC Central. Both teams are still fighting for playoff positioning. But the loser of this game, they're going to be behind the 8 ball. They'll be 5 and 7. 1st and 10. Detroit comes out. Dickerson in the shotgun from their own 47-yard line. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. Jamison across midfield. He fumbles. And who comes up with it? I think Tampa Bay did. Oh, he's down, though. They're going to say he's down. He recovered his own fumble, though. There won't many. There's no need to review it. He got his own fumble. Danny Bowers on the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 4:50 and counting here in the first half. Lions come out at the Tampa Bay 48-yard line. 4 wide, single back. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back, rolls out, throws. Oh, nearly picked off by Greg Spires. He hit him right in the hands. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5. Well, they hit him right in the bad spot, his hands. Something else about Madden this time around, Madden 26. They're not going to make a addition for the PS4 or the Xbox One. They're not supporting those consoles anymore. 3rd and 5 from the 48. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Throws downfield. Caught by White. And Philip White down to the 35. A gain of 13. The second-year receiver out of Florida. A.J. Blue on the tackle for Tampa Bay, the 5th-year defensive back out of Iowa. But it's a Lions first down. The second half of our Thanksgiving doubleheader tonight will be Philadelphia at Dallas. That'll be up after this one's over. We have a 3rd game, but we'll wait till tomorrow night to do that after I get back from softball. 1st and 10 from the 35. Dickerson in the shotgun. 4 wide. Dickerson drops back. Looking. In trouble. Throws outside to Jamison. His momentum takes him out of bounds for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. Or 2nd and 10. Misty's back. Misty worked at the cafeteria today. It was good. She brought me back some dinner. I like it when she works at the cafeteria. She brings me back dinner every night. It was chicken strips. It was good. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. And Jamison back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. The Buccaneers were right there. Number 90, John Floyd. And Alec Vincent also playing. Oh, by the way, Misty, your Bucks are playing. Detroit leads, though, 3-0. 3.5 minutes left in a rapidly moving first half. 3 receivers to the far side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson fakes the handoff. Throws deep. And Peak cannot hold on. Oh, I thought he did for a moment. Broken up by the defensive back, Reggie Reed, his 5th year at SMU. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Lions. This would be a 52-yard field goal attempt. Grando is in the building. So Grando's for Tampa Bay. I know that. Scott Taylor from 52 yards. The kick is up. And that just cleared the crossbar. And Detroit takes a 6-0 lead. We've had a Grando sighting with 3:11 left to play here in the first half. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our Week 12 Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. I am too. When he first kicked it, it looked low, but it carried. Little baby leg kicker. So Grando and Evil Dead in the house. That's great. Eagles, Cowboys, the other Thanksgiving game, is up next here in Week 12 as we kick off Week 12 tonight. Taylor will kick off. Lions up 6-0. From the 2-yard line, Eldrin Pearson out over the 20-25, and Pearson out to the 29-yard line. Eldrin Pearson in his 5th year out of Ohio State. First down, Tampa Bay. Good to have Grando back. See, Evil Dead is 82-61, and Grando is 59-39. The last time you retired, Misty. And then retired again. 1st and 10, Tampa Bay. They're only down 6-0 with 3:07 left here in the first half. That's right, Evil Dead is the bomb. We're going to get Gracie a t-shirt that says that. In the I formation, Dart fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Warren, and a shoestring tackle by Ashley Morrison. Connor Warren all the way down to the 21-yard line. So 29-21, that's a 50-yard gain by Connor Warren. The 11th year tight end out of Oklahoma. Ashley Morrison saved the touchdown there. The 6th year safety out of North Texas. Davis in the house. Whole gang's here tonight. Well, it's been busy for us too. It's good to have you here. 4 wide, 1st and 10. Dart in the shotgun.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Dart draws back. Throws, caught by Sebastian. Patrick Sebastian, a gain of 8. Or making a gain of 6, I'm sorry. Down to the 15-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Lions with 2 field goals, leading 6-0. The first half of our Thanksgiving doubleheader. On 2nd and 4, they'll get the playoff in time. Dart hands off to Mitchell, and Mitchell gets nailed for no gain. 2-minute warning. Lions up 6-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports, the first of our 2 Thanksgiving games today. Lions lead it 6-0 over Tampa Bay. But the Bucks, they can take the lead before halftime. They have it 3rd and 4 at the Lion 15-yard line. Jackson Dart, the quarterback right there, the rookie out of Ole Miss. 4 wide for the Bucks. Dart in the shotgun. Dart looking. Dart throws underneath to Mitchell. And Andrew Mitchell out to the 10-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 and a Buccaneer first down. Andrew Mitchell, the 2nd year back out of Penn State. It'll be 1st and goal, Tampa Bay at the 5-yard line. Lions up 6-0. First and 10 from the 10. Or 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Dart under center. Dart, 3-step drop, looking. Throws to the end zone, and it's caught by Ronnie Harris. Touchdown. They said he was across the goal line when he caught it. A 10-yard touchdown catch by Ronnie Harris, the 13th year receiver out of Oklahoma State, the former Cowboy. And the Bucks have tied it up. Oh, by the way, Grando Misty says hi. Nice drive by Tampa Bay, and now they can take the lead with the extra point. Guru. Grando says Guru. Brian White, the rookie out of Alabama. For the extra point, it's up, and it is good. And the Bucks lead it 7-6 with 1:23 left here in the first half. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12, Thanksgiving, here at Jammin' Sports. I know it's not Thanksgiving in real life, but on the schedule, it's Thanksgiving. So break out the turkey and the stuffing and just pretend it is. Suspend your disbelief. 1:23 left here in the first half. The Bucks have come back to take the lead. We've got the Eagles and the Cowboys up next. We'll be in Dallas for that one. Obviously, the other Thanksgiving game. We'll have the third Thanksgiving game tomorrow night. That'll be Green Bay and Buffalo. There's the kick. From the goal line, Neal out over the 10, 15, 20. Dylan Neal brings it out to the 28-yard line. And Detroit will set up shop there with 1:18 left. They have 3 timeouts. Detroit, they can score again before halftime. They have time. They can take the lead before half, as the Bucks lead it 7-6. Both teams 5-6, tied for second, 1 game behind the Vikings and the Packers, who sit at 6-5. It's a very tight NFC Central Division race. 4 teams all within 1 game of each other. 1st and 10 from the 28. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson looking. Dickerson throws. Caught by Phillip White out to the 46. A gain of 18. First down. Detroit in the hurry-up as we're coming up on a minute left in the half. Dickerson in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Dickerson drops back. Throws. Dumps it off to Peak. And Isaac Peak crosses midfield to the 45. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. The Lions take a timeout with 56 seconds left until halftime. We had 3 games last night. If you missed any of those, it was the Rams upset the Chargers. If someone will take care of that for me. Rams upset the Chargers 34-24. The 49ers beat the Giants last night 26-13. And in a wild one, Denver held off the Ravens 31-26 in a game that had 8 lead changes. 2nd and 1 from the Buccaneer 45. Dickerson looking. Throws. Caught by Jamison. And Carter Jamison out to the 39. A gain of 6. And that'll be enough for the first down. And the Lions take another timeout. Those games from last night in the video section, they're also on YouTube if you want to go check them out. All the games are archived on YouTube. Just look for Jammin' Sports and the blue JS in the corner. That Broncos-Ravens game is worth a watch. It was a crazy game last night. 51 seconds left until halftime. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Dickerson drops back. Throws. Caught by Neal. And Dylan Neal picks up the first down out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Detroit. The Lions are in field goal range, looking to retake the lead before halftime. They still have a timeout. 36 seconds left and counting. Dylan Neal in his 6th year out of VMI. You know, the Lions and the Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving. In recent years, in fact, the last 3 seasons, the Kansas City Chiefs have played on Christmas. And the Chiefs recently lobbied the NFL to make them permanently on Christmas. Like the Lions and the Cowboys are permanently on Thanksgiving. But the NFL said no. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4 wide for the Lions. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Let's go. Blue, Landy.
Dickerson looking. Throws deep. Caught by White out to the 10-yard line. A gain of 15 yards to Philip White. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 16 seconds left until halftime. A.J. Blue on the tackle. And now Detroit's thinking touchdown. As they're down 7-6 here late in the first half. First and 10 from the 10. Yeah, he needed the money. A.J. Blue, he needed the money. Dickerson under center. Drops back. Rolls out, and Dickerson's going to run for it, and he's in for the touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run by Taylor Lane Dickerson right before halftime. And the Lions go up 12-7. Nice drive by Detroit to score before half. That's right, T.L. Dick. He hasn't thrown a pick, at least not today. Kapow! Evil Dead took Detroit in this one. Lions will probably just kick the extra point. Scott Taylor for the PAT. The kick is up. And it's good. Lions lead it 13-7 with 10 seconds left to play here in the first half. Throw a big dick. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12. Our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. Our other Thanksgiving game up next, Philadelphia and Dallas. That'll be the second half of our doubleheader today. Got a good crowd here on this Monday night here at Jammin' Sports. I appreciate it. Hey, we're in double digits. That's great. Both teams come in at 5 and 6. A big game for both teams. And now Scott Taylor will kick off for Detroit. From the 2-yard line, Pearson over the 15, 20, 25. And Eldrin Pearson out to the 33-yard line. 4 seconds left until half. Misty said something. What, Misty? Misty says the Bucks will come back and win. So says Guru. Let's see what the Buccaneers do with 4 seconds left. They might throw a Hail Mary. They're going to send 3 out to the far side. Jackson Dart in the shotgun. First and 10. Dart draws back. Dart throws into a crowd. Bouncing around. Incomplete. Halftime. Halftime score. Detroit 13. Tampa Bay 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our Week 12 Thanksgiving Day game here at Jammin' Sports. The first of 2 Thanksgiving Day games as we kick off Week 12. The Lions lead the Buccaneers 13-7. As I said earlier, both teams 1 game out of first place in the NFC Central despite a 5-6 record. Minnesota and Green Bay both sit at 6-5. The Vikings have the tiebreaker. They're technically in first place. And now the Bucs will get the ball first here in the second half. There's the kickoff. From the goal line, Pearson over the 15, 20, 25. Elgin Pearson out to the 26-yard line. And that's where Tampa Bay will have it, first and 10. Jackson Dart, the rookie out of Ole Miss. The loser of this game would be really hard-pressed to make the playoffs. If Green Bay and Minnesota both lose this week, the winner of this game would pull into a three-way tie for first with them. Green Bay plays Buffalo. That'll be tomorrow. And I forget who Minnesota plays offhand. I'll look it up. They play the Cardinals, I think. 1st and 10 from the 26. Dart to Mitchell. And Mitchell gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Let me verify that. I think they play Arizona. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yep, Vikings play the Cardinals. 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. 4 wide for Tampa Bay. Dart in the shotgun. Dart draws back. Looking. Steps up. He's going to throw it deep. Winds it up. And it's underthrown. Ashley Morrison picks it off for Detroit. They were looking for Patrick Sebastian. The ball was underthrown. Morrison picks it off. The safety. It'll be first down, Detroit going the other way. Didn't quite have enough arm strength on that one. So Detroit up 13-7. They can make it a 2-score game now on this drive. And while we have a moment, let's find out who they play in Week 13 next week. Tampa Bay will play at Minnesota next week, and Detroit will host the Ravens. It'll be 1st and 10. Detroit from the 16-yard line. 7:18 left here in the third quarter. Lions up 13-7. Detroit comes out. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Dickerson hands off to Jamison. And Carter Jamison out to the 21-yard line. A gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. On the tackle, number 53, Eddie Young, the second-year linebacker out of Virginia Tech. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 21-yard line. Throw a pick, Dick. On 2nd and 5, everybody in tight. Dickerson hands off to Nathan Brown. And Brown gets 2 yards out to the 23-yard line. Nathan Brown, the running back in his 5th year out of Cornell, the Ivy Leaguer. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Lions at their own 23-yard line. Big third down for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun, 4 wide, Aaron's in motion on 3rd and 3. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, gets the first down, out to the 31, a gain of 8. For Carter Jamison, first down Detroit. On the tackle is Vincent, Alec Vincent, the defensive tackle, in his 2nd year out of Fresno State. A doubleheader today. We've got Philadelphia and Dallas up next, the other Thanksgiving game. And then we have softball tomorrow, but when I get in, we'll do a game. It'll be the 3rd Thanksgiving game. It'll be Green Bay and Buffalo. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Dickerson under center. Hands off to Jamison around the outside, and Carter Jamison is going to lose a yard. Coming in to make the tackle, number 51 for the Bucs, has Ivan Walters, the former Bear, in his 9th year out of Virginia Tech. That'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Detroit. This one's been kind of a defensive game. You can tell by the score. It's also been a little bit of a sloppy game, too. 5.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 2nd and 11. 4 wide for the Lions. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Dickerson drops back. Rolls out. Steps up, in trouble, and just throws it away. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Lions from their own 30-yard line. Dickerson is kind of a wild card. He has yet to throw a pick today. He's thrown a pick in the last 4 games, though. 3rd and 11 from the 30-yard line. 3 receivers near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back. Steps up, throws. Caught by Neal out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 16 yards to Dylan Neal. First down, Detroit. And that'll stop the clock with 5:11 left here in the third quarter. In the NFC, if the playoffs started today, I'll tell you right after this play. It's interesting. I have the standings here in front of me. 1st and 10 from the 46. Dickerson back. Dickerson steps up, throws deep, going for the home run. It's incomplete. Reggie Reed broke it up. The fifth-year safety out of SMU, looking for Isaac Peak. In the NFC, if the playoffs started today, Seattle at 9-2 would be the 1 seed. The Giants at 8-3 would be the 2 seed. Minnesota, who technically leads the NFC Central at 6-5, they would be the 3 seed. The first wild card would be the 49ers, who sit at 7-4. Dallas would be the 5 seed at 6-5, and Green Bay would be the 6 seed at 6-5. That's what the NFC looks like right now. On 2nd and 10, Dickerson. He's going to take off. And Dickerson crosses midfield to the 43-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 11. And Detroit first down. In the AFC, if the playoffs started today, the Jets would be the 1 seed. They're 10-1. Best record in the league. Oakland would be the 2 seed, 8-3. Pittsburgh, who leads the Central, would be the 3 seed at 6-5. Buffalo 7-4, San Diego 6-5, and Denver 6-5 rounds out the AFC at the moment. First down, Dickerson throws, incomplete. Boy, that was severely underthrown. Looking for Kevin Aarons down the sideline. It actually hit the back of Jerome King, the linebacker there. It'll be 2nd and 10. 4:21 left to play here in the third quarter. Dickerson in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Dickerson hands off to Charles this time. And Charles down to the 31, a gain of 12. That's Jacob Charles in his 4th year out of Georgia Southern. A gain of 12 and a Lions first down. On the tackle, number 35, Don Provost, the rookie out of Rice, the younger brother of the wide receiver for Philadelphia now. First and 10 from the 31-yard line in the offset eye. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to the up back, Allen. And the fullback presses forward to the 28, a gain of 3. That's Corey Allen in his 2nd year out of Oregon. On the tackle, number 93. That's Vince Belton, the rookie out of Florida A&M. Nice drive by Detroit. It'll be 2nd and 7 now at the Buccaneer 28-yard line. 4 wide, Dickerson back, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete at the last second by Chris Wagner, the 5th-year defensive back out of Notre Dame. They were looking for Isaac Peak. It'll be 3rd and 7. Came across and batted it down at the last second. .323 left here in the third quarter. Lions up 13-7, looking for more. They're in field goal range. 4 wide, Dickerson in the shotgun, 3rd and 7. Dickerson back. Dickerson throws, Peak makes the catch on the sideline down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 9 and a Lions first down. Nice catch by Peak on the sideline. First down, Detroit. Chris Wagner came over and made the tackle. I don't know if he got both fit in. They might want to review that. No review. 1st and 10, Lions from the Buck 19. Single back, Dickerson in the gun. Banks in motion. Dickerson, hands off, nope, play action. Throws deep, caught by Neal, touchdown Detroit. A 19-yard touchdown catch by Dylan Neal in the back of the end zone. And Detroit takes a 19-7 lead. Now they'll probably go for two, Evil Dead. To make it an even 21. And they will. 2-point try for the Lions. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Single back. Dickerson to Jamison. Pushes forward, but he doesn't get there. Making the tackle, number 99, Alec Vincent. So it remains a 19-7 game with the Lions up by 12 with 2:59 left to play here in the third quarter. Here at Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12. Our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. Well, who gets the turducken? What player gets the turducken? Nobody's really stood out in this game. John Madden used to give that out during the Thanksgiving games. Lions up by 12. They'll kick off. Scott Taylor will kick. It'll be fielded at the 4-yard line by Pearson over the 20, 25. And Eldrin Pearson out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Tampa Bay will take over, 1st and 10. With 2:56 left in the third, down by 12. Jackson Dart will come back out. He's not having the best day in the world. Eagles Cowboys up next. We'll head down to Big D for that one. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. In the offset eye, Dart under center. Dart fakes the handoff. Dart throws down the middle to Desmond Woolfolk, the former Eagle, down to the 45-yard line. It's a 28-yard gain by Desmond Woolfolk, the 6th-year receiver out of Chattanooga, the former Eagle. He spent 5 years with Philadelphia, now in his first year with Tampa Bay. First down, Bucks in the Lions territory as Tampa Bay is trying to mount a comeback here late in the third quarter. Two and a half minutes left here in the third. Bucks from the Lion 45. They come out in the I formation. Dart, play action, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by Jerome King, the rookie linebacker out of Duke. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10, and I'll stop the clock with 2:21 left here in the third quarter. Second and 10 from the 45. Buccaneers come out 4 wide. Dart under center. Dart hands off to Mitchell, and Andrew Mitchell a yard out to the 44-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 as Elijah Sanders on the tackle, the former Cowboy, the 6th-year linebacker out of Air Force. Spent 5 years with Dallas, now in his first year with Detroit. 3rd and 9 for the Bucks at the Lion 44-yard line. 4 wide for Tampa Bay. Dart in the shotgun. Dart draws back. Throws down the middle, caught by Woolfolk. And Desmond Woolfolk down to the 20, a gain of 24. And a Buccaneer first down. Big catch. Elijah Sanders, the linebacker, making the tackle. But it's a first down for Tampa Bay. The Bucks trying to make it a one-possession game. Lions lead it by a score of 19-7 here late in the third quarter. A minute and a half left to play here in the third. 1st and 10 from the Detroit 20-yard line. 4 wide for the Buccaneers. Dart in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green.
Dart hands off to Mitchell at the middle, and Mitchell down to the 10-yard line. Gain of 10, and that'll be a Tampa Bay first down. Second year back out of Penn State. He was their first-round draft pick last season. Andrew Mitchell. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 10. 1 minute left. It's actually 1st and goal. It's inside the 10-yard line. Dart to Mitchell up the middle, and Mitchell gets a yard to the 9-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal. Sanders on the tackle again for the Lions. As we're down to 40 seconds left. Third quarter winding down. 2nd and goal from the 9 in the I formation. Dart to Pearson this time, and Elgin Pearson picks up a yard to the 8-yard line. Ashley Morrison came in, the safety, on the safety blitz and made the tackle. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Let's see if they get the playoff in time before the end of the quarter here. 3rd and goal from the 8. Dart in the shotgun. Dart, they do get the playoff. Dart looking. Throws to the end zone. Caught by Ronnie Harris. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On the last play of the third quarter. An 8-yard touchdown catch by Harris. And that pulls the Bucs to within 6, 19-13. Nice drive by Tampa Bay. They'll just kick the extra point. Brian White, the kick is up, and it's good. At the end of 3, Lions lead it 19-14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We start the fourth quarter in a tight one. The Lions lead the Bucs 19-14. As the Buccaneers have made it a one-possession game. Tampa Bay will kick off to start the fourth quarter, having just scored that touchdown. Week 12, our Thanksgiving game between the Bucs and the Lions. We've got the Eagles and the Cowboys up next. Our other Thanksgiving game today. And now the Buccaneers will kick off. Zach Murray will kick from the 2-yard line. Neal over the 15, 20, 25. And Dylan Neal brings it out to the 30. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. The man of the hour, Taylor Lane Dickerson. The 7th-year quarterback out of Wake Forest. Grando's hoping he throws a pick. Evil Dead's hoping he doesn't. He's prone to throw interceptions, though. He has yet to throw one today, though. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. 4 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Jamison up the middle, and Jamison out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Jerome King on the tackle for Tampa Bay. Grando says, throw a pick, Dick. .740 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Lions up 19-14. Detroit comes out. 4 wide. Dickerson under center.
Let's go. Blue,
Aaron's in motion. Dickerson, play action. Rolls out Dumps it out to Jamison. And Carter Jamison breaks a tackle. Gets the first down. A gain of 6 out to the 43-yard line. Jerome King made the tackle, but it's a first down for Detroit. Both teams are 5-6. Chasing the Vikings and the Packers, who both sit at 6-5. First and 10 for the 43-yard line. Lions come out in the offset eye. Dickerson under center. Dickerson drops back. Dickerson throws, and it's incomplete. He tried to throw it out into the flat. Incomplete. It'll be second and 10 from the 43-yard line. 6:48 left. We're in the fourth quarter here at Ford Field in Detroit. On second and 10, Dickerson in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
Dickerson drops back. In trouble. Breaks the tackle. Throws downfield. Caught by Philip White. A big gain inside the 30. Down to the 27-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain to Philip White, who has 100 yards receiving on the day. The second-year receiver out of Florida. First down Lions at the Buccaneer 27-yard line. Detroit trying to make it a 2-score game. They could do so with a touchdown. 6:20 in counter. Lions in the eye. Dickerson under center.
Here we go now.
Fakes the handoff. Throws outside to Allen. And his feet are in bounds. A gain of 6. That's the fullback, Corey Allen, making the catch on the sideline. And that'll bring up second and 4. And that'll stop the clock with 6:11 left here in the fourth quarter. On second down, 4 wide for the Lions. Dickerson under center.
All right, here we go.
Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Carter Jamison out to the 18-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be third and inches for Detroit. 5:50 and counting. Big third down right here. The Lions are in field goal range. It'd be a 35-yard field goal from here. On third down, Lions come out in the I formation.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Dickerson draws back, throws, and is caught by Peak. No, incomplete. He threw into a crowd. Reggie Reed broke up that pass. They're lucky that wasn't picked off. Isaac Peak was surrounded by 4 Buccaneers. Misty says if the Bucs lose, she retires again. Reggie Reed got up there and kind of slapped it away. Nice play. So the Lions will try a 35-yard field goal by Scott Taylor. It'll put them up by 8. It'll keep it a 1-possession game. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Lions lead at 22-14 with 5:24 left. Misty has checked in, even though she's sitting 5 feet behind me. Lions up by 8 here at Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12, our Thanksgiving game, as we kick off Week 12 here tonight here at Jammin' Sports. An 8-point Lions lead. So the Bucs defense keeps it a 1-possession game. Scott Taylor will kick off. There's the kickoff by Taylor. From the goal line, Clark brings it back over the 20, 25, and Marcus Clark out to the 27-yard line. The third year back out of UCLA. Well, Tampa Bay, they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Jackson Dart will come out to lead the offense with 5:21 remaining. in regulation. And when this one's over, we'll head down to Dallas for the Eagles and the Cowboys, which is a rematch. The Cowboys won the earlier meeting in Philadelphia. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Dart in the shotgun. Dart draws back, throws, caught by Woolfolk, and Desmond Woolfolk out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 12, and that'll be a Tampa Bay first down. Meanwhile, the clock is moving as we're coming up on 5 minutes left. We're in the 4th quarter. First and 10 from the 39-yard line. Dart in the shotgun, under 5 minutes to play. Dart draws back, steps up, throws, and that throw got deflected out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Lions up 22-14 with 4:47 left. 2nd and 10 for the Buccaneers. Dart in the shotgun. Drops back, rolls out, throws down the near sideline, jump ball, and is intercepted by Antonio Chambers. The 8th-year defensive back out of Miami picks it off for Detroit at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Lions going the other way with 4:41 left to play. Now the Buccaneers are running out of time. They've got to get a stop here and get the ball back. They were looking for Patrick Sebastian. The ball kind of got hung up in the air, and Chambers makes the pick. So the Lions will take over, up by 8. 4:41 left to play. Taylor Lane Dickerson, the quarterback. Lions come out. 2 backs in the backfield. Dickerson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. A draw play to Jamison. And Jamison, 4 yards out to the 22-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Danny Bowers on the tackle in his 12th year out of Clemson. Clock is moving, 4:25 and counting. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 22. Lions with 3 receivers to the near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson fakes the handoff, throws outside, caught by Peak, and Isaac Peak breaking tackles and gets out to the 28. Steve Kiner made the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and inches. Steve Kiner, the former Redskin, in his 14th year out of USC. It'll be 3rd and inches for the Lions. The Bucs desperately need a stop on 3rd down. In the I formation. Dickerson hands off to Brown, and Nathan Brown gets stacked up for a 1-yard loss. Coming around to make the tackle, Hudson Graber, the defensive back, along with Alec Vincent, the defensive tackle, kind of converged on the play. It'll be 4th down. The Lions are going to have to punt as the Buccaneer defense comes up with a big stop. 3:25 and counting. It'll be 4th and 1. Dave Justice back to punt. Gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 22-yard line. And he brings it back out to the 34. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi. Eagle Dash is the ball.
You know it. She's contractually obligated to say that. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. 3:12 left to play. Buccaneers down by 8. She already left the room already there, Evil Dead. She says what she needs to say, and she gets out of dodge. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line, 4 wide. Dart in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Dart draws back. Throws downfield. Caught on the sideline by Ronnie Harris. Out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 16. And that'll be a Tampa Bay first down. The Bucs need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this one up. I don't know why she's so mean to Evil Dead. I don't think he's a bum. Bomb. She said bomb, not bum. You got Misty cracking up here. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Dart under center. Dart draws back. Dart throws, caught by Warren. And Connor Warren out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. Gracie's back in here. I don't know why she's so mean to Evil Dead. I don't think he's a bum. He thought you said bum, not bum. Evil Dead is the bum. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Bucs at the line 43. She's back in here and she's blushing. 2nd and 2 from the 43-yard line. Dart looking, throws, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. I can't imagine Gracie saying Evil Dead is a bum. She would never say that. Would you, Gracie?
No.
There you go. You can say Grando's a bum. Say Grando's a bum. You want to. I know you want to. 3rd and 2 from the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Big 3rd down for the Bucs. Dart in the shotgun. Dart back. Throws. Caught by Sebastian. Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 7. She gave a thumbs up, Evil Dead. First down, Tampa Bay. They stay on the move. They're down to the Detroit 36-yard line. That's right. You know you want to. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers at the Lion 36-yard line. Dart in the shotgun. Dart draws back, looking, throws down the near sideline, incomplete. Looking for Ronnie Harris, and that was broken up by number 33. That's Levi Cox, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Kentucky. That'll stop the clock with 2:05 left. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bucs. Anderson also got in there. Number 25, Bryce Anderson, in his 7th year out of Georgia. 2:05 left. 2nd and 10 for the Bucs at the Lion 36-yard line. Lions up by 8. 4 wide for Tampa Bay. Dart in the shotgun. Dart draws back. Dart looking, throws, caught by Warren as we hit the 2-minute warning. Lions up 22-14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We're at the 2-minute warning. Lions up 22-14, but the Buccaneers are driving. Our Week 12 Thanksgiving game, the first of 2 today. Our other Thanksgiving game up next, Eagles, Cowboys. 1st and 10 from the 20. Dart in the shotgun. Dart hands off to Mitchell, and Andrew Mitchell to the 18, a gain of 2. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 8. The Bucs in the hurry up. Dart draws back. Dart looking. Throws to the end zone. It's nearly picked off. It was underthrown and broken up by Ken Hopkins, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Miami. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for Tampa Bay. This one going down to the wire. Lions up 22-14. 1:45 left. Big 3rd down. You know Tampa Bay will go on 4th. Dart in the shotgun from the Lion 18-yard line. Dart draws back. Throws. Caught by Harris. And Roddy Harris down to the 1. A gain of 17. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay. They stay in the hurry up. They want to keep the Lions defense out there. Dart on first and goal, throws, touchdown to Connor Warren. A 1-yard touchdown catch. And that pulls Tampa Bay to within 2, 22-20. Connor Warren, the 11th year tight end out of Oklahoma. And now the 2-point try to tie it up. This is huge coming up next. They've got to get this 2-point conversion. Well, they have to. They're going to. You know they will. Here we go. 2-point try for the Bucks. They're going to spread things out. Single back. Dart under center.
Here we go now.
Dart looking. Dart throws. And it's incomplete. They were looking for Earl Morrison. It was broken up by Cody Neal, the linebacker. And it remains a 22-20 game in favor of Detroit. And with 1:27 left, Tampa Bay may kick the onside kick. I would kick it away. I've got 3 timeouts. I don't see the pass interference. If I'm Tampa Bay, I would kick it away. You've got 3 timeouts and try to force the 3 and out. But with 1:27 left, they'll probably kick the onside kick. Lions still lead it, 22-20. Zach Murray will line it up. Let's see if they kick away or not. They're going to try the onside kick. Evil Dead was holding on. Onside kick attempt is fielded by Elliott at the 44-yard line. Lawrence Elliott, the rookie out of Georgia. So now Tampa Bay has to force a 3 and out and get the ball back. You can't let Detroit get a first down here or that will end the game. Lions trying to hang on. They're up 22-20. Eagles Cowboys coming up next. About 5 minutes after this one. Bucks need a 3 and out. Even better, the Bucks need a turnover if they can get it. And now Detroit will come out. You got the Cowboys in the next game. In the offset eye, Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. And Carter Jamison picks up a yard to the 43-yard line. Make it a 2-yard gain. Tampa Bay takes a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1:23 left. If the Lions pick up the first down, this one is over. The Lions will pull to within a half game of the Packers and the Vikings if they hold on. The Packers play Buffalo this week. That's going to be a tough game. And the Vikings play the Cardinals this week. A not so tough game. On 2nd and 8 from the 43-yard line. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Jamison around the outside, and the Bucks are right there. That's going to be a 3-yard loss. Danny Bowers came around the outside and made the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 11. And Tampa Bay takes their second timeout with 1:18 left. Bucks trying to get the ball back. And if they do get the ball back, all they would need is a field goal. They wouldn't have any timeouts, but all they would need is 3. 1:18 left. It'll be 3rd and 11. Big 3rd down for Detroit. Trying to hang on. Detroit comes back out. In the offset eye, Dickerson under center. 3rd and 11. Dickerson to the up back Allen. He goes nowhere. A yard. And the Bucks take a timeout. Their final timeout. It'll be 4th down. Detroit will have to punt. And the Bucks are going to have one more drive. They can win it with a field goal. I would go after this punt if I was Tampa Bay. With 1:15 left. Dart warming up on the sideline. Back to punt. Dave Justice gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. That's not a good punt. It's out of bounds at the 32. Are you kidding me? That's a 13-yard punt. He shanked it. And now Tampa Bay, he could have nailed them deep. And now Tampa Bay will start the 32-yard line. And the Bucks, they only need to go about 40 yards to get in the field goal range. They don't have any timeouts, but they do have a minute 11 to work with. And the Lions gave them a shorter field than they should have had. 3 receivers to the near side. Dart in the shotgun. Quality is what you'd say. Dart looking. Dart rolls out. And Dart's going to take off. And he gets out to the 36, a gain of 4. Buccaneers will hurry up. Under a minute to play. They've got to get into field goal range. Receivers coming back. Dart in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks downfield. Throws. Caught by Mitchell. He doesn't get much. Mitchell out to the 37, just a yard. 3rd and 5. We're down to 43 seconds. Dart in the shotgun. Dart looking. Dart throws. Caught by Mitchell. Picking up yardage. Mitchell out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 13. But we're down to 28 seconds. Dart will come up here and spike it. Got to get everybody set. And now he spikes it with 22 seconds left. You have to get everybody set, or they'll call you with a false start. We're down to 22 seconds. The Buccaneers need to get about 20 more yards. They need to get about a 20-yard gain and spike it. 2nd and 10. Dart in the shotgun. Dart draws back. Dart looking. Throws down the near sideline. Knocked away by Antonio Chambers. I thought Sebastian might have caught it. Chambers come out of nowhere and knocked that one away. 3rd and 10 from the 50-yard line. 16 seconds left. 3rd and 10 from midfield. 4 wide. Dart in the shotgun. This one going down to the wire. Dart draws back. Dart looking, throws, and is picked off by Kerry Starnes for Detroit, and that'll do it. The former Giant, Kerry Starnes, in his 10th year out of LSU, picks it off. And Detroit will hold on. One more snap, and this one's done. The Lions will go to 6-6. And the Buccaneers will drop to 5-7. One more snap, and this one's done. Not my first round pick. That's funny. We'll head down to Dallas here in a second, as the Lions will come out in the victory formation. Dickerson will take a knee, and that'll do it. The final seconds will tick away. Your final score will be Detroit 22, Tampa Bay 20. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Eagles Cowboys up next. We'll see you then.